Macmillan Audio presents The Kardashians, an American Drama by Jerry Oppenheimer. Read for you by Holter Graham. Prologue. Shortly after the O.J. Simpson murder trial concluded with a shocking acquittal on racial lines in October 1995, considered to be one of the grossest miscarriages of justice in the 20th century, O.J.'s longtime friend and legal dream team defender, Robert George Kardashian, attended a small gathering of confidants who were born-again Christians like him, and offered them an eerie story about a curious prediction that had suddenly come true. After regaling everyone with insider stories about what would become known as the trial of the century, Kardashian revealed that a Christian prophetess, a religious woman who foretells the future, had once held his hand and made a curious prophecy. She prophesied that one day my name, the Kardashian name, would be known around the world, he told his rapt friends. Kardashian went on to disclose that he had long forgotten the odd prediction, but that the prophetess's words had come rushing back to him as he stood before a microphone in the lobby of a Century City office building for a press conference announced by O.J. Simpson's lead attorney, Robert Shapiro. It was shortly after 5 p.m. on the day of the infamous white Ford Bronco police chase. Shapiro had asked Kardashian, the press would later refer to them as the two Bobs, to read to the assembled media throng the letter the on-the-run accused murderer had penned and left in Kardashian's Encino home before he fled in the Bronco, with their mutual friend Al A.C. Cowlings at the wheel and the Juice in the back seat with a loaded pistol aimed at himself. Like other contemporary historic events, such as the Kennedy assassination, O.J.'s run of his life was filmed and televised. Millions of viewers around the country were mesmerized watching the police chase, and thousands of Angelenos stood alongside L.A. freeways and on overpasses, cheering as the Bronco raced past, followed by a swarm of LAPD black and white cruisers. Usually shy about public speaking back then, Kardashian initially resisted Shapiro's entreaty to read O.J.'s words, but soon acceded. The date was June 17th, 1994. An international army of reporters who had descended on Los Angeles to cover the breaking news story about the vicious murders of O.J.'s beautiful wife Nicole and her young friend Ronald Goldman, with the football great as the prime suspect, listened intently and took notes as Kardashian slowly and precisely read O.J.'s letter. "I have nothing to do with Nicole's murder," Kardashian solemnly and confidently began reading his friend's plea and conceivable suicide note. "I loved her. Always have and always will. Peace and love, O.J.," he concluded. It took Kardashian 6 minutes to go through the entire bizarre missive. He did it like a pro, surprising even himself. 6 minutes was all it took for Robert Kardashian's life to become an American moment. And when he was finished, the press mob barked at him to identify himself. "Who's the bloody mouthpiece?" shouted a journo for a Fleet Street red top. To the assembled scribes, Kardashian was an unknown, just another Beverly Hills type in an expensive designer suit with fashionably wide lapels, and with a funny-looking white streak in his well-coiffed hair. Obediently, he said his name was Kardashian. Robert Kardashian. "Spell it!" the reporter shouted, and he did. Kardashian. On TV screens across the country, the super popped up under his frozen face. It read, "Robert Kardashian, Simpson friend." At that moment, for the first time, on live television and in press accounts transmitted around the world, the Kardashian name, virtually in an instant, had become known, just as the prophetess had prophesied long before. Fast forward to the spring of 2016. A born-again Christian woman with the joyous name Happy Rue recalled Kardashian's revelation of
Sample complete. Ready to continue?